and welcome to a stretch class here at Ambarre. So I'm really excited to bring this to you guys, and it's going to be great for you to use as an add-on class from another workout or after a run or something like that, or you can use it separately to work on your flexibility. Just make sure you're not cold, make sure maybe you've got a layer on. If you could do a little bit of a warm-up, that would be great, and that way you can work on those developmental stretches, yeah? Or this might just be purely to wake up the body, feel a little bit longer through those limbs, through those muscles, and this can be more of a maintenance stretch. So you decide how much you want to get out of this for yourself, yep, how far you want to take that stretch, and I hope it's going to be useful to you. So we're going to start off, you can have your mat out and ready. We're going to start off here, guys, by having a lovely big side bend through the body. So stretching out the side body. You might want to place your hand on your leg, or you might just be fine just holding your arm underneath you here. And then we're going to flip the body round. We're going to reach the fingertips out. We're going to find that lovely flat back, and we reach into the diagonal here. Lovely, and then relax over the leg. Feel that hamstring lengthen here, and just let the head hang. So guys, what we are trying to do, we're trying to lengthen the hamstrings. If you're not quite there yet, you can just soften through the knees. And then we're going to come and hang in the centre. So both hands are down to the floor, or they're holding onto the knees here. And then I just want you to turn the toes out slightly here. We're going to bend down for 2 and stretch. So on the bend here, guys, sit those hips through the centre so we can start to stretch through those hips as well. And if you can, guys, we might want to press the elbows into the knees here to get a deeper stretch, and just hold it here for our hip opener. So either elbows on knees or hands on knees, and just kind of shift the weight from one foot to the other. You should feel it in the inner thighs as well. And then when you've had enough of that, bring the feet into parallel and just hang here. Let's just take slightly smaller bends, and as you stretch, try and keep the head where it is. It might help you to hold on to the elbows here. Good, guys. And straighten the legs here. Bring the hands over to the other leg, and we're stretching out through that diagonal here. Head is heavy towards the foot. And then extend the hand, reaching out here to a long flat back. And come over here for a side bend. Either hand resting on the leg or on the side of the knee here. And open up through. Okay, we're going to take it into a hip flexor stretch. So if you want to use a pillow for your knee, this might be the time to grab one. And a couple of options for you here. So we're coming down onto one leg. We want to tilt through the pelvis here to open and lengthen through that hip flexor here. And we can also take an additional spine twist. So this might be enough for you here. Or we can take both hands onto the floor, and we can peel the hand up to the ceiling. Underneath the knee can be on or off the floor here. Pressing the floor away, try not to sink into those shoulders. If you have got a long back leg here, guys, can you think about pressing through the heel? And place both hands down, and then we're just going to rock onto the side of our leg here for a pretzel stretch. So I hope you get there. Try not to plop onto the floor. Be careful as you come down to this position. So we have our pretzel position here. So what we're trying not to do is to close off that position too much. You might be more comfortable with a block underneath that sitting bone, yeah, or a pillow. And you can either straighten the back leg or keep it bent. What we're going to do, we're just going to relax over the leg. Let the head be heavy here. And we're breathing into this stretch, yep. We're really trying not to hold on to any tension, just testing my back leg there, but I really do think that I get the most out of this stretch by bending my back leg. If you're tightening your hips like me, or your glutes, don't be afraid to kind of take that lesser option. Sometimes if we take the option for the stretch that we're not ready for yet, we can start to seize up. So go for the one that you can relax into and you can feel those muscles lengthening and stretching. And then just slowly start to walk the hands in, roll up through the body, and coming onto the seated position here, we can have the feet, soles of the feet together here, and we're going to relax forward, or you can come with me and I'm going to take my legs to a slightly wider position here, and we're going to walk the hands forward. So in this position, guys, just relax here for me. Your knees should be facing up, no tension on those legs, just keep them nice and soft. And just breathing here, yeah? With every out breath, you might see if you can drop a centimetre lower to the floor. You might think about elongating through. Good, guys. Let's take this moment just to add in a bit of relaxation as well. That might help us with our stretching. So if you've got a happy place in your head that you can go to, or a holiday destination, that's where I tend to go for my happy place. Have that place in your head. Let that relax you, let that relax your muscles. And just go to this place if you ever start to feel that tension creep up into the muscles, yeah? And just walk the hands back. Okay, we're going to bend one leg into the other, or we're stretching out that leg if we did the other option, and we're going to stretch out over to the outside of your shin here, yeah? So this is going to allow us to get a little bit of a twist and then open up through our lower back. And you might also feel it in your hamstrings here as well. So you might even feel this might be enough, or you might have to go a little bit lower. And you're pressing that ankle away, yeah? And just release that. Okay, really good stretch for the outside of your shin. This is a muscle that is really hard to find, so you might have to have a little play around with the positioning of your hand and your foot for this one. But what we're going to do, we're going to take opposite hand to foot here, and we're going to try and stretch the leg away from us. You should feel it down this part of your leg, yeah? But you might even feel it with a bent leg. Just place your other hand down here for support, and just trying to sit tall. This can make you feel a little bit thick if you are quite tight in this stretch, but the more you do it, the easier it'll feel. But it's just a really good one, especially if you do a lot of walking, a lot of running. You can get really tired, so it's just a good way to keep on top of it. And just slowly lower that leg down, over to the other side, and we're coming to the outside of that leg, leaning down, pressing the ankle and the foot away here. Feel that opening in the lower spine. And then coming up to sitting, now to take the stretch for our tibialis anterior here. Bring the hand to foot, sitting tall, and so our toes here, guys, are kind of trying to point towards us, and it's the foot, the twist of the foot, that allows that muscle to lengthen here. And if you can, try not to give in to that stretch with the upper body. Let's try and sit up nice and tall. How does it feel? Let me know if you found this stretch. Hopefully it's beneficial to you. This might be enough. I never used to be able to do this stretch on myself. I always had to have someone else to do it for me, but when you can do it yourself, it is a really great one to do regularly. And just slowly lower there, and then we're over to the other side on our pretzel. So take one leg behind, reaching forwards here, let the head not be nice and heavy, and then lengthen or bend the back leg here. And give into the mat, go to your happy place, find that relaxation in the mind and through the body. And when you're ready, walk the hands back. We're going to place that front foot down, so we're coming up to our hip flexor here. We can tilt and we can twist, or we might want to take it down to the mat, peeling up the hand, underneath leg bent or stretched here, and pressing the mat away if we are in this position yet, not sinking into the shoulders. Lovely, guys. And we're all going to come up to a downward dog position. So we'll meet here from whatever position we're in, just pressing into the heels, one at a time, nice high hips, stretching out those calves. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come through your high plank and lowering the body down, nice control to the mat. To stretch out the front part of the body, we're going to go for a couple of cobras here. So a baby cobra, we can have our hand underneath our shoulders and we can just press the mat away here, and you might feel a stretch through the front of the body that way. If you want a little bit more, we can take the elbows off and press the mat away. Yeah, if you want to hold it here, you can, or you can lower down and then come back up. So if you've done a lot of core work, this might be where you feel it. And last one here for me, and then we're going to just sit onto our heels, reaching the hands forwards. We're not going to just take the knees apart slightly here and just sinking onto the heels. And sending one arm through the other here for a shoulder stretch. And when you're ready, changing sides. And place both hands down to the mat, bring the knees together, and we're going to rock onto our feet here. So before we come up, let's just rock onto the one foot here. We just want to stretch out this lower part of our calf. So to do this, we're going to come to this hover. This will look slightly different for everyone. I've got quite short Achilles, so this is where I can get to where I feel it. And we're just going to press into that leg. So if you can't feel it here, guys, you might feel it here. So instead of a calf stretch here, we're just placing the weight back into that leg. So see where you feel it. Weight is forward here if you're in this curved little ball position. And then changing sides, either here with me or standing. And place both hands down to the floor, and let's just slowly roll up here. And let's finish off with a little quad stretch. Then we'll stretch out the neck. And yeah, we'll leave it there. We're nearly done, guys. Hopefully you're feeling a bit calmer as well. It's really nice to just take the time to stretch, because we often rush through it at the end of our workouts. And just bring the feet down. Let's just stretch out the neck. So just nod the chest, nod the chin down to the chest. And bring the right ear to the right shoulder, pressing the hand down. And look into that diagonal. And other side here. And look to the diagonal. Lovely work, guys. Let's just take a little gather, breathing out, breathing in. At the top, 3 more. And 2 more. Last one. And bring the feet together, take the hands at the top. Big breath in. And open the arms, open the chest to the ceiling. Oh, and let's leave it there. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're feeling more free, a little bit more loose. Let me know how you got on and what stretches you're working on. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.